Okay, welcome back to another Mix It Up Monday. Today we're using Mijello Mission Gold, and we're going to try Yellow Ochre number 1 and Cobalt Blue. Let's see how those turn out. We'll put them aside. I'm just adding some water to loosen my paint up. I'm kind of expecting shades of green. We'll see, because I think, you know, the yellow ochre and blue make green. So maybe it'd be some nice natural greens. That one was pretty thick. There we go. Break that one up. And I just put a little bit of that. Mark my percentages. And then we're going to go 100% yellow ochre. Add some, rinse out my brush. See if we can't spread it out nicely here. I want to see what that lighter side, what it looks like. Excuse me. And I'm going to water down my blue, my cobalt blue. About the consistency of whole milk. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's add a little cobalt blue up here. And we'll mark our little dots next to our percentages. And then we'll go the 100% cobalt blue. I'm going to rinse off my brush. Just with a little damp brush and some water here. We'll spread it on out to the end. And cobalt blue. So next I'm going to take 75% of my yellow ochre number 1. So 3 good size brushes full is how I'm measuring it. Rinse out my brush, and then I'll come back over and get a really good brush full of my blue. And mix that together. Oh, we got a pretty olive green. So there, we'll put it here. Excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat. Whoops, I got that really messing up there. Let's see if I can't blot some of that up. I got a little bit too generous there with my paint. We'll blot it up a little bit. It kind of doesn't show my chart so great now, though. But I'll know what it means. Put a little in there. Anyway, we got a really beautiful kind of forest, olivey forest green there. So now this has 3 parts of the yellow ochre number 1 and 1 part blue. So I'm going to give it 2 more parts of blue. Trying to make 50-50 ratio. Okay, that's a pretty green as well. I'll try not to touch. Now this is more foresty, kind of pine green. Bring it on out. Yeah, that's a really nice pine green. So then we're going to take 25% yellow ochre, 75% cobalt blue. So I'm going to go 3 brushes of cobalt blue and rinse out my brush. And get 1 brush of the yellow ochre. And see what colors we have here. That's a pretty green too, more of a Christmassy green. Oh, very pretty. nice greens with that yellow ochre cobalt blue. I'm just taking some water and putting it in my shape and then putting some all over this little space down here to do a wet on wet technique. So I'm going to take my yellow ochre and just kind of dab it in half of my shape. And I'll come back with my cobalt blue and dab it into the other half. Rinse my brush, and then I'm just going to kind of blend it together. Kind of do that gradual transition. There, like that. Even it out a little. There we go. And then on this side, I'm just going to blend it right on the paper. Kind of mix my color on the paper. And I see those greens popping through. Yep, mix it right on the paper, leaving some of the blue, some of the yellow ochre to kind of do its thing. There. Well, we got that mess up there, but I can kind of figure it out from the top portion, but that's just the 100% anyway, so that's easy to figure out. But there we have it. We have yellow ochre number 1 and cobalt blue in the Mission Gold series up by Mijello. And there's what we got when we mixed it with all of the different percentages. Well, I hope you're enjoying Mix It Up Monday. I sure am. I'm learning a lot from doing this with you. So I appreciate you watching along with me. And I'll see you again next Monday with a new color mix. And until then, I hope that your week is filled with peace and with love. Thanks again. Bye-bye now.